Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Today I wanted to show you how I tie my Twilly or my Fendi Wrappy silk scarf onto my Fendi Peekaboo Mini. There are a couple of bags that I put a silk scarf on the top handle for. It is this bag and also the Mulberry Micro Seton. I really like the look that it gives the bag, and also means that you can change up the scarf from time to time to give the bag a different look. This was actually a requested video off of how I previously tied the Twilly onto this bag, so I will show you both ways, and I will also say that this usually takes me a number of goes to get it right. You can see, it's not perfect. I do find them quite difficult to tie, and I'll frequently go over it a couple of times just to make sure that both sides are equal in length. So let's see how we get on, but I can at least show you how I tie it, and then you can sort of take the time in your own time to make it look exactly how you want. So let's get straight into it. This style first is how I've been wearing my bag recently, where it is effectively just looped around the top handle, and then you've got the two little pieces here on either side. I actually much prefer this to how I previously had the scarf. I kind of think it makes the bag look a bit cuter, and I don't know, I just like how it's symmetrical. So let me untie this now. So basically I will just work my way around. I think it's actually this side that I should untie first. And you just loop it around. And again, in terms of how long it takes for me to get it exactly how I want, the distance that you tie each loop will then affect how much leftover scarf you have hanging on each end. So sometimes I will just go back around to change that distance. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, there you go. There's the Peekaboo completely bare. And this particular scarf, you can see it's all creased now, but it is a striped black and a light pink on one side. And then you've got some of these Fendi prints. And then on the other side, it is plain brown. And then on each end, you have got this bits of the pink and white and black. And then on one side, you've got this Fendi piece. So previously I had it like that. So let me try and tie that one first. Okay, so let me just remove the straps first, as that makes it a little bit easier to work with the bag. And then I'm going to apologize for the wrinkling and the creasing on this. So the first version I'm going to tie is the one where the Fendi sits across like that, so it's a much longer overhang. And the way I do this is on one side I will pull part of the scarf through like that, and then I will literally just start wrapping around. And by pulling this part of the scarf through the loop, it just means that it holds this side in place and it doesn't end up moving up. So let's see, it's the first time I've done something like this on camera, so let's see how it goes. And I'll try and be relatively neat, but as I mentioned, this usually does take me a few goes, and I will just do this whilst watching something on TV so that I get it right. But then once you've tied it on, you don't have to untie it again unless you want to change for a different scarf. So I just keep wrapping this around. I do like to try and keep these bits quite evenly spaced as much as possible. Okay. And then when I get towards the end, this is where I will look at how much overhang I want. So that as it stands is probably a bit too long, so I am going to wrap it around again. And what I would actually do is I'd go back over this and I'd probably wrap it around more times, if that makes sense. So I'd have less of a gap between each layer. But let's try this for now. And then when it gets to the end, all I do is simply feed this through like so. And then I just pull it down. I have a feeling I need a bit more. Yeah, so you can see if I do it like this, I want slightly more length here if I want to show that whole Fendi logo there. So let's do that. I will just untie this. Oh, I've lost count of how many goes round I've had. Let me try this. So then I just feed it through like so. And there we go. So not bad for a first attempt. Of course, I wouldn't have this creased. I would just iron it out with a steam, what's it called? Like a steam ironer. But there we go. And if you want to make it neater, then just go around it again. But that is the first look, and this is how I had my bag when I first got it. And with that first loop on this side, that's really important just to stop this rising. Having said that, in the other way that I like to have the scarf, I don't actually tie it around, and it's not really been an issue, but sometimes I do just feel I have to pull each side to tighten it a little. But there we go. So that way, particularly with this scarf, it just means you get that full like Fendi logo and all the colours here, which I really love. And then on the back, don't have anything there. So that is option one. Hopefully that was easy enough to follow. And now let me show you option two. Okay, so now I'm going to tie the version that I had at the start of the video, where I've got two equal length pieces on each side of the strap. So this one, I'm just trying to remember how I do it, or the best way to do it. And with this, I don't have any of the brown side showing, but just the pink side. And actually, to be rather picky, I prefer when this shorter side is on the inside of the bag, as I think it just frames the bag slightly better. So let me do this. So it's effectively just a knot on one side. And then, like before, I just wrap this around. And this one in particular is more difficult to get it right so that the length on both sides is the same. But let's see. And if you've not checked out Fendi Wrappies before, so they call the Twillys Wrappy, and they have so many beautiful designs. I really love this one because it's quite understated and neutral, and I just think these colours go so well with the black. They're about £150 each. That's UK sterling. Right, so now I'm just trying to remember how I do this. Then I think just tie it through here. And again, I want the shorter side on the inside, as I think it just frames it like a fringe. And then I will just pull that through. So let me just show you that again, actually. So literally as I come towards the end and the length that I think I want, I will pull that through here and then take that last piece and simply do a knot like that. And at a very basic level, that is how I tie these. So I will go over it again in my own time just to make both sides even, because you can see this one's slightly short at the moment, and then I also don't really want to show this part of the Fendi, so I just want to shorten that side. But there you have it. So this is then a symmetrical little piece. The back is like that, and this is how I like to wear it, and I think it's just very pretty this way and adds a little bit of character to an otherwise quite plain bag. So I hope you enjoyed that video. I really hope it was helpful. There are so many different ways to tie these scarves to bag handles, and there are many videos out there as well. So please check all those out for different styles. I go for these quite basic ones, but I've seen lots, particularly with the Lady Dior, where people do like a bow on each side, which I think is very pretty, very cute. But these two are quite sort of standard ways, I'd say, to tie the scarf. Please let me know if you've got any questions. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.